Why I Love Masterminds. Hey, I'm Sarah Leather from thesarahleather.com talking to you about why I love masterminds. You may have heard of masterminds or mastermind groups as they're often called. And the reason I love them so much is because not only do they leverage your time, that you can work with many people at once, but also because the people that are in them get such amazing results. I've been running masterminds for several years, both in person and online. Most of mine are virtual online with women all over the world, usually in groups of anything between 6 and 10 participants. I love to do a hybrid mix between masterminding and group coaching. The difference is that masterminding basically is mastering the minds, bringing all the minds of the group together to help to solve problems and to brainstorm and to move people forward. But I also love the element of coaching so that people can actually be coached in the groups as well, not just sharing their stuff and everybody kind of giving their bits, but myself as a leader to coach the people as we go through as well. I also like some kind of education in my mastermind groups as well, so that there'll be, say, monthly trainings or some kind of monthly expert coming in to offer Q&A. I also incorporate some one-on-one in my masterminds as well. My next mastermind is going to be over 12 months. It's called the Infinity Mastermind. And I'm going to offer 10 hours of one-on-one to be taken over the 12 months, so that can be taken like a 45-minute call a month. And I find that's enough, along with the group calls, to actually get people the results they need. Sometimes there's some problems people have in a mastermind that they maybe don't want to bring to the group, so it's lovely if they can meet with the leader once a month and just let that all out. It might be some personal problems, or it might be specific problems in their business that maybe they don't want to bring to the group. It might be something that's very personal or very confidential as well. So that's why I love the one-on-one. Other aspects that you can add into your mastermind can be online resources. I give my mastermind clients access to whatever online resources I have available at the time, anything that they particularly need. You may also have an in-person aspect to it, like mine are run by virtual classrooms. So it's nice to have some kind of meetup, either during the mastermind. Some masterminds meet up once a quarter, or towards the end of it. That will be quite normal, maybe in the form of a retreat. So in my next mastermind, it's going to end with a retreat in Bali, which would be wonderful. Not everybody can make a retreat though, so I like to offer an alternative just in case somebody can't make it. I don't want them to feel like they feel really left out, or feel like they're really missing out on a big chunk of the value of a mastermind if they can't attend the retreat. So I offer an alternative of a VIP day, which can be taken in person if somebody wants to come to me, or it can also be done virtually as well. So there's many different aspects that can be added into a mastermind group, and you can design your own one to suit the needs of your clients. And the very best way to do that is to ask them. When I first started running masterminds, I asked about half a dozen people to get on the phone, people that I thought would be people that I'd really like to have in my mastermind. I just did a sort of a brain dump of people I'd love to be in there, and I listed out maybe 10 or 20 people, and then picked about 6 people to reach out to and said, hey, I'm starting something new and I'm just doing some brainstorming. Would you mind hopping on the phone with me and answering a few questions? And they all came back and said, yeah, sure. And I asked the questions: if you were to join a mastermind starting in September, going for 12 months, with a group of other women in business, how would you like that to look? What would you like included? What wouldn't you like included? And I'd ask them if they'd been in a mastermind before, and what they liked, what they didn't like about it. Was there anything that they would be a real red flag to them? Anything, and some common things came up. One of the common things was they wanted one-on-one, so I decided to include that. Another common thing was the level of business that the other people in the mastermind were at. And that's always an interesting one. So it's good when people are at a similar level. It's impossible to get for somebody to have everybody ahead of them. I mean, that's very often what people are looking for, so that the rest of the group can bring them up, but mathematically that's actually impossible. But what I would say, they need to be in a similar kind of area. And one thing I found is that people like to mastermind with people that have got sort of similar values, that they have the similar kind of things that are important, whether that's like family values or integrity or wanting freedom, a laptop lifestyle, or, they've got similar things they're kind of striving for. So in some ways, similar goals. The goals might look quite different, but they would have similar values running through them. And a lot of people said they like diversity. They wouldn't want everyone to be a life coach. They wouldn't want everyone to be a social media expert, or that they like variety in there as well. And so I took that feedback and created my mastermind. So I'd highly encourage you to do that if you were thinking of creating a mastermind, or if you were thinking about joining a mastermind, is to hop on the phone with the facilitator and ask them some questions about it, so that you're very clear that it's what you want. And when it comes to pricing, I don't outsource my pricing. I don't ask people what they think they would be prepared to pay for it, because you need to decide your pricing yourself. And your pricing will position you in the marketplace. So if you price very low, you'll get a different market to if you price higher. And prices for masterminds really vary across the board. They can be as little as maybe $99 a month, and they can go up to $1 million a year. So there's everything in between. A 12-month mastermind with a retreat at the end, I worked out the average price was around $20,000 to $30,000. And that is a significant investment for people. Mine isn't priced nearly that high. It is around half that price. And other masterminds can be charged between $3,000 and $10,000 for 6 months. There's a variety of, it depends on the experience and the expertise of the facilitator, and depends on lots of different factors, but you can decide what kind of pricing you're available to be charged, because particularly if you go with a payment plan in a mastermind, you've got to make sure that you're going to be able to make those payments, so that that's not going to cause you stress every month. So if you have any questions about masterminds, or if you would like to speak about joining one and seeing if one would suit you, I'm more than happy to speak to you. Feel free, I'll pop the link below for my scheduler, and you can have a mastermind chat, or you can email me at sarahleather@gmail.com and put mastermind inquiry in the subject line, and I'll quite happily have a chat with you. I've loads of clients that create masterminds all the time at different levels and at different price tags, and I can point you in the direction of a mastermind that would really suit your needs at the moment. And if you just want to brainstorm your mastermind, feel free to hook in with me and we'll see what really suits you. Okay, because masterminds really are just such a simple, beautiful way of supporting yourself in your business, whether you're running them or you're participating in them. And they can be a complete game changer. I absolutely adore them. They're one of my favourite business models. Okay, pop along to thesarahleather.com and you'll see my free training there about masterminds, and I've got a masterclass coming up soon as well, all around masterminds. But if you want to speak to me, pop me a little message at sarahleather@gmail.com and I'd love to speak to you. Okay, thanks for now. Bye.